Okay, hi everyone. We want to do a roll call for candidates who applied for bureau, except for KBA. Those who had their session this afternoon. So let's start with
Hello.
is Nur Atira here? Nur Atira. Calling for Nur Atira binti Zamri,
Yes.
Form 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Can
Nur Liana.
Yes.
Yeah. Pardon me. Okay, next is Manisha Elaine.
Yes.
Nur Anis Akma. Are you here? Nur Anis Akma. Okay, Herbert.
Yes.
Thank you. Crispin Bato.
Yes.
Ferdinand Ryan Yandang.
Here.
Are you here?
Yes.
Thank you. Nasruddin. Are you here?
Yes.
Thank you. Nathaniel. Hello, Nathaniel. Are you here? Oh, okay. He's here. Okay, so next is Nurina Danish. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Marsha Zuhaira. Calling for Marsha Zuhaira. Oh, she's not here. Nisrin Lazar.
Here.
Thank you. Esther Cassandra. Are you here?
I'm here.
Thank you. Abigail Lija Zandra. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Dayang Norania.
I'm here.
Thank you. Nur Ain.
I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Garrett Asun. Okay, thank you. Emmanuel Anak Peter Marvin. He's not here. Anik Farihin. You there? Anik Farihin. Oh, okay. Lincoln Havet Jimbai. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening to Student Representative Council Advisory Teachers, members of Suruhanjaya Pilihan Raya Maktab, Student Representative Council candidates, and dear students. Welcome to second sessions of question and answer with SRC candidates. Before we start our second session, we would like to invite Muhammad Faris bin Muhammad Farid to recite doa. Calling for Muhammad Faris. Okay, calling for Aulia Shadikin to recite doa.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kul membaca Al-Fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wa ansur alaina min khazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amin rabbal alamin.
Okay, thank you Aulia Shadikin for the doa. Okay, now we will start our Q&A session this evening with Islamic Affairs Bureau. Does anyone want to ask questions to both candidates, Ismail and Nasrullah? Okay, here's the questions from the students. Okay. Can you give some suggestions on how you can make people feel interested to join any activities in Surau? Let's start with Ismail.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, Assalamualaikum. Thanks for the question. This is tough. So I will prepare a reward system. It's like a competition. For example, like mini ulul albab. It's an activity where we have to memorize all the surah, and then the whoever is the fastest to memorize all the surah will get a reward like that. And the reward will be prepared for both boys and girls, Muslimin and Muslimah. And there will be merit for participation. And I will try my best to conduct fun activities as well, like showing videos, like comedy videos, but religious, just like we used to, but if possible. And I would love to make like quizzes, but then it's impossible and it's against the rules. So given the current situation and circumstances, I can't really promise you guys anything. So these plans might happen, it might not, and just hope for the best. And that's all I can say.
Thank you, Ismail. How about you, Nasrullah?
For me, I will do a poster to tag and give to every batch so that people will interested to join the activity held by the Pada or the Surah. Yes.
Okay, I have a question for Ismail in this debate. Ismail, how effective do you think making a posters in attracting people to join the activities?
I think it depends on what is the activity inside the poster. And if the poster is like beautiful, maybe people will be interested, but I think it's not really that effective because it depends on the activity. If the activity is interesting, maybe people will be more interested with the posters as well.
Okay, so Nasrullah, what activities will you include in the posters? Can you specify the activities?
the activity like ulul albab, we can make a poster with the ulul albab in what the benefit if we keep doing the activity of ulul albab. Like another my opinion, like we can do a lot of poster about the benefit of the activity we held in Surau, so that more people will interested to join the activity of the Surau. Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you. So which one between you guys are more passionate into this bureau? Or both of you are passionate about this?
We, I think both are passionate about this.
Okay, since both of you guys are passionate about this bureau, can I ask Ismay about his opinion with Nasrullah having elected for the KBA position and Nasrullah's opinion with Ismay elected as a KBA position? And if you guys disagree with one and between you guys' opinion, you guys can say excuse me and state your own opinion about it.
All right. I wouldn't really mind if he get the position because it is what it is. Maybe I will try my best to help him if he needs my help. That's all. I don't really mind. And I agree with the posters. Maybe it will make students interested in going to the activities.
Okay, for me, I'm not expecting too much for me to being elected for this position because I have not much experience than Ismay because Ismay have been being a Bada since a very couple time, and for me, I being Bada for one time only. That's all.
Okay, but this doesn't sound like a debate because you guys are supporting each other. Ismay, what is Nasrullah's weakness that you think that it will be a flaw to Nasrullah being a KBA? And Nasrullah, what is Ismay's flaw that will be a disadvantage to him with being a KBA? Come on, debate about it.
I think personally, first of all, I always do the surah works, and Nasrullah can lead like the imam or read the Quran in front in surah. I can do better than anyone in the surah.
Okay, sure.
Okay, for me, maybe Ismay better in the surau. Okay, for me, maybe maybe I can lead more people than Ismay can, I think. Because I think that between me and Ismay, I think I have more leadership experience than Ismay. Okay, that's all for me.
Nasrullah, he revealed your flaw. Don't you want to back up your flaw with something else? Like he managed to convince us why we shouldn't vote you. Now you have to convince us back to vote you.
Being a KBA is not only for we need to choose between yes, he has much do a lot of activity in Surau, but maybe he can lead or he can
30 seconds left.
other people like that. Not I think KBA is more than leadership people and do lot of activity in Surau. I think that's all.
Okay, time's up.
Okay, thank you, Isma and Nasrullah. And now for the specific questions. And does anyone want to ask questions to Nasrullah?
I would like to ask a question, please.
Okay, go on.
I'm Awang from what 1LC. My question is, let's say a student like skip a surau activity and you catch him. How will you handle him?
So for me, if it's for a reasonable reason, then I would just let him go with a warning. But if he did it purposely because he's lazy or something, I will punish him. I will give demerits. I will give a, a warning to him. Yeah, it's for me.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. May I ask question? May I ask question? Okay. Assalamualaikum. To Nasrullah, yeah, Nasrullah. If you get a Islamic bureau, what are the way for you to avoid dating or zina? Example, better than before, maybe. You know, there's people crawling around B8 just for dating. How you can handle it better than before?
Okay, for me, like before, we cannot be handle the situation of dating or couple in the school because there are so many people couple and dating in this school. Okay, for me, I will ask for the other bureau to take care this situation together so that we will we will do the move silently to take the couple and dating people to catch the dating people and couple and tell them to the ustad to get them being punished. Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Nasrullah.
Question. What will you do to make sure the students in the surah will behave?
As you all know, it's very hard to make students in Surau to behave. So for those who are like being naughty in Surau, we might just call him or her outside and give him a warning or give her a warning. Or we just shush in Surau until it works.
Hello, question. Can
May
still
I?
ask is it? Hello?
Based on your opinion,
Yes.
Oh my god.
is there anything do
Hello.
you want to fix about the
Oh,
surau?
never mind.
And based on your opinion, is there anything do you want to fix about the surau? Any problem?
Any problem? It's probably the microphone. The microphones often get broken or there might be something wrong with it. So I will try my best to replace it with new ones. And speakers, I will try. Maybe somehow make the speakers louder, like upgrade the speakers so that the sound will cover all of MRSM Kuching and informations will be successfully sent throughout MSN Kuching.
Hello, question. Can go, still can.
Okay, actually that one is the last question.
Okay. This question is for Nasula. Nas, what was the what was the reason that you applied for this post in the first place?
For me, I think this position is not for me, but I want to take another step in my life to uh, to to be a confident people, so that in the future we can confident to take the position that is possible for us. Like, this is preparation for me to take another step in the future later. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay. Okay, now we will move on to the next post, Vice President 2. Okay, here's questions from me to all of the candidates of Vice President 2. Please listen carefully because you are going to debate with each other. Okay. There are a lot of you guys competing for these positions. Since this position is a part of Majlis Tertinggi, the person who will take this position must be the best one between you five. So, what makes you think that you are better than the rest? You shouldn't be neutral on who is best. If you want it, you need to show us that you are truly eligible for the position.
Apa kakaknya?
Oh my god.
But we start with Faika first. Do you guys get the questions?
Alia, can you repeat?
Okay. There are
Can
a
you
lot
repeat?
for this position. Since this position is a part of Majlis Tertinggi, the person who will take this position must be the best one among of you five. So, what makes you think that you are better than the rest? You shouldn't be neutral on who is the best. If you want it, you need to show us that you are truly eligible for the position. Can you guys hear me or not? Let's start with Faika first.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, my name is Nafrika. So I'm running for this position because I want to change generation thing. And the reason why you vote me is if you want to see a better quality of the students from MRSM Kuching, you have to vote me. And this one of other reason is I want to change how students behave and the the and the stuff that student can use. For example, water is for example the washing machine. Uh, for the suspension in the dorm, for the cool water, for the students. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's opinion from Ifat. Munifatul, you can give your opinion. Can you hear me?
Okay, sorry, I had a line connection just now. So can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Yes, Muni, yes.
Okay, so first of all, I am Munifatul Ajmal binti Muhammad Hamdi from 4 Al Dinawari. And the reasons why I am the best among these four are firstly, my experiences of being a leader. As you know, since I was in Form 1, I was a member of BADA. And then I have experiences being a secretary, vice president for my homeroom, also assistant monitor for my class, and also a treasurer. So safe to say that I am a trustworthy person. Everyone gives their trust to me, and I am able to do whatever work is given to me. So let's say if I were not to become a vice president too, I am willing to try any position it takes because I have trust in myself that I can do it. That makes me stand most among these four. And then secondly, I have the best social skills among these four because I have conducted a roll call before and I have spoken for my own batch for the seniors. And also I am someone who is very outgoing. I go well with people and I am
Excuse
willing
me.
to give my full commitment.
Can I interrupt?
Yes.
Like you said that you has a lot of experiences in leadership. What uh, what I mean is how you classify that you are a great leader based on that. For instance, have you ever control our batch or our like junior or senior and convince them that you are a great leader? Do you get me?
Yes, I do. Thank you, Yana.
Welcome.
So just like I said, leadership is all about experiences. You take one from each leadership you get, like one commitment, you must get something, like there must be something that you get, right? When you become just a vice president for your homeroom, you must get something from that. So as you said, have I like conducted my own batch? Yes, I have helped my own batch when it comes to like BADA stuff. I always help you guys. And like for the juniors, like we share a block with Form 2 and Form 1. So when it comes to...
So when it comes to naughty person or students, how you want to control them? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, we have to know what is the problem. Like they cannot do like something bad, like for no reason, like this is for fun doing something bad. Of course not. So we will, as I am a leader, I will find what is the problem first, which makes them do the problem. And then if it's something sensible, like they didn't do it on purpose, or like, they didn't actually do it, but people say they did. So we will go with them with a warning. Maybe they did something wrong, but it wasn't like 100% wrong. So if the person was really wrong, then we will give the names to the leader, like the teachers or like the discipline teachers. And that's where, the vice president one gets, have to do their work.
Sorry, I didn't focus sorry. So how you want to convince them that you are a great leader and you can tegur the naughty person, and that's all. Thank you. Sorry, Muni.
It's okay. So, as you know, how I work in the community or in a surau or something like that, many people among a batch, they trust me the most. You all can see that. You all have been through that with me, you know, with limit people in Bada and all that. So I can safely say that I have once conducted the whole junior, the whole form ones, the whole form twos, and also the whole form threes. And I also share my thoughts with the seniors in form five. So I can say that I am the best because I can go well with the juniors, the seniors, and also our batch. So that makes me the great leader. Am I answering your question?
Yes, thank you, Muni.
Okay, well, since maybe that's all for me, thank you.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
I'm sorry if this is a bit sensitive, but since you said that your batch trusted you, but I want to ask if they really trusted you, why didn't you manage to be elected as a BWP once you were in Form 2?
So thank you, Kak Azmina. So as I must say, leadership is, you know, gotten from time to time. So that time, maybe I wasn't trusted by them. It wasn't like I wasn't trusted, but they had a hard time, you know, picking, since for the Form 2's election, there's only like one person you can choose. And then like, maybe you like, there's few more people who is very good, but then I am not the worst. I still know myself as one of the best, but that time, you know, there's only one to be picked. So maybe the best among the best, but still I am known as a trustworthy person. I can assure you that.
Thank you, Munifatul.
Thank you.
Thank you, Najwan. For your question, you asked me about why people should vote for me, right? Am I right? So, like what I said in my manifesto video, this position needs patience and and I'm controlled to able my emotions, and I have a lot of experiences in handling situation. For instance, quarrels that occur between some students, and as we know that if it involves two sides, we must listen to both statements. And I believe that I am a great listener.
You say that you are
Sorry.
the person.
Sorry, Feka, I can't hear you. Sorry.
Sorry, I have a internet connection problem. I'm sorry, I have an internet connection problem here. No, no. I'm sorry.
And as we know that if the argument involves two sides, we should listen to both statements. And I believe that I am a great listener and able to give a better solution so that it will not persistent. And also, I am a very passionate person when I'm doing something. Plus, I really take things seriously when it comes to responsibility. So basically, I am a trustworthy person. That's all for me.
Yana.
Yes.
So as you said, you have trustworthy, right? And you are the best listener to listen to both sides and all that.
Yes.
But as I know, you have like a group of friends, like a very good group of friends.
Yes.
So as I seen,
okay.
Like, have you really solved any fight between two batches? Because as far as I know, since you did have a fight with some certain batches, I really didn't see the solution, or maybe you guys got well together. It's been 4 years, but I really don't see you as doing,
It's okay, Zudi.
not quarrel thing.
So you might don't know me well, Muni, and I'm actually I'm actually close to certain seniors and juniors, and I know what I'm doing. Even though I didn't solve any solution, but trust me, I already told my friends that everything that rumors comes that it was wrong, and trust me when what I mean is everything that with Amuni. So I said about quarrels between students, right? So everything that's involved the both, I mean like two batches, you might don't know because you didn't even get close to other our batchmate. Like you might know a little bit about the story or rumors, but you didn't even know the true the true story. So like what I said, I am a trustworthy person. When someone tell me the true situations, or why the fights begin, I keep it to myself, and or maybe if I want to stop the fight, I tell my friends to stop. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, sort of, but it's okay for now. Thank you.
Yeah. Najwan, can I ask Muni a question?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
So, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so like based on Muni and Yana said, like experience really matters to be a good leader. But in my opinion, like to be a good leader, your experience does matter, but it really doesn't like make it a big deal, because like to be a good leader you need all the skills, and in order to get the skills, like those things happens in your own life. So like for my opinion, like I am a better candidate because I'm able to share clear information, and then I'm an active listener. I will listen to everyone's opinion, because that is the best way to be a leader. You need to listen on others' opinion, and then I can communicate with others. And I'm also a responsible person. So like if your like if your experience, you do have a lot of experience. Yes, I admit it. Like I have my own experience on. I was an LDP member, and I have experience on controlling students from senior to junior when I was in Form 2. So yes, it does matter, but it like what I'm trying to say is no matter how much experience you have, but if you have the experience but you doesn't like hold your skill that much, you won't be a good leader. Yeah, that's in my opinion.
Kaironisa, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Do you have experience on being an MC? And why don't you try short greetings for MC script?
Oh, okay. So, Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to all. So can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to all. I am Narkarinisa Binti Siswadi, your MC for today. And this is debating. This is a debating between the vice presidential candidates. And our candidates are Nur Faikah, Munifatul, Nur Husnina, Eliana, and myself.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, thank you.
Najran, you have any question, Ka? Okay.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have a question for all 5 of you. You may answer in order, 1% at a time. So this one question is for all of you. So you are talking about being a leader and being a trustworthy person, being a good listener. That makes you the most suitable candidates for this position. But my question is, as a candidate for the vice president too, do you really know the job of a vice president too? That's all.
May I go first?
Yeah, sure.
So I have as past BWPs that holding position of vice president too. So basically, she told me that this position is actually about controlling or monitor the bureaus so that they 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 do their duties and works. So I think that's all. Thank you.
Can I go next?
Sure.
Okay, so as I saw through the past vice president tools, so for vice president two, they are actually the head of all bureaus. So they help each other solving problems, giving out ideas when they need, and making sure that all bureaus stay in all line. So they are basically the head for the whole bureaus and they speak for them, and they also help them when they have like someone to turn to and they turn to you. So that's all. Thank you.
Hello. Can I go next?
Assalamualaikum. So in my point of view, from what I have observed so far since I was Form 2, which I first ran for BWP, the work scope of a Vice President 2 involves monitoring and the reports of all the other bureaus in the BWP, and they also sometimes have to fill in for the President and the Deputy President. For example, if the Deputy President is on leave or if they are joining other activities, they would have to fill out for them. Also, the Vice President too has to be someone that is very vigilant and observative so that they can advise the other bureaus on their performances so that they know what is suitable to do and what is allowed to do. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Me, Faika. So basically, Vice President 2 is the head of all bureaus, and she or he is monitoring all bureaus for doing their duty or work. And for the conclusion is Vice President 2 is a leader. So leader must do a work as well, or we call work together as a team, since this representative council students council is something that is a leadership of a team, of a teamwork. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so in my opinion, based on my observation from other past vice president too, in my opinion, the vice president too need to be someone that can that have a soft skill like on teamwork and problem solving, so that like as everyone say, like they are head of all bureaus. So being a head bureau, you guys, I need to be able to work with everyone, and I need to solve every problem if there's some misunderstanding between each other. So vice president too also need to be able to get the crowd attention, since we are always be the one that being MC for like school event. So for me, thank you.
I have a question for Kak Yana. So Kak Yana, in
Yes, I
your
am.
manifesto, you mentioned how you can give good advices to other bureaus, right? But let's say that the sports bureaus is in a hurry and came to you to seek advices, but it's on things you yourself don't know about. So what would you do or say at that exact moment? Thank you.
Can you repeat? You going so fast.
Okay. Kak Yana, in your
Yes.
manifesto, you mentioned how you can give good advices to other bureaus. But let's say the sports bureau is in a hurry and came to you to seek advices on things you yourself don't know about. So what would you do or say at that exact moment? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. I will try my best to convince him so he will not give up. And from what I said, that I am a good good advisor. I actually have a lot of experience, listen to other problems and a lot of stuff lah. So I think that's and also I will assist him to I will assist him on doing his job, and I will consult with other bureau of the BWP, and I have many experiences in sports too. For your information, thank you.
Question.
Last question.
Assalamualaikum. I have a question for 5 of them. Satu je Kang. Okay, one question. Okay. What kind of critique for you? What kind of critique would help you improve and do a better job next time?
What kind of what?
What kind of critique would help you improve and do a better job next time?
Can you be more specific on the critique? Like what critique?
Constructive criticism. I want to ask this question to Noh Husnina.
Hello. So you're asking what constructive criticism would I take to improve my role as the vice president too? If that's correct.
Yes, that is my question.
Okay, first of all, I would be taking every single critique if the critiques are selfish. So, for example, if someone wants something, for example, a friend bribed the Biro Putri to have a princess night with the movie of their choice, of their own choice, and not asking from any other batches. So that would be kind of selfish, wouldn't it? And I wouldn't be approving of the Biro Putri's movie night. And also, I wouldn't be taking criticism if anyone is doing it for something biased. Like, for example, like Yana said, if there's a quarrel between any other batches, and if I have to if I, for example, have to help the sports bureau on having a sports event, and one batch, for example, Form 4, they want soccer, but the other batch, they want netball. So I wouldn't be based or biased on any other critique. If my batch pushes me to only have the soccer and not having the netball. And also, I wouldn't be I would be taking every single criticism, even if it involves degrading me or bringing up other things such as my past or my current state. Thank you. Farhan, does that answer your question?
Yes, I get it. Thank you.
Here.
Okay. Clarita. Since
you are the only one candidate that want this position. So my question is, sometimes you will get a task out of nowhere and it has to be submit on time. So how do you make sure your work's done well under this pressure?
Thank
Do
you
you
for the
hear it?
yes, yes. Thank you for the question. So, as I said, uh, as what I said in my manifesto video, I'm the person that can work under pressure. So, I'm really sure that I can finish my work on time and I can manage my time excellent. Am I answering your question?
Yes, and my next question is, since right now we are still going with online class, and we still not sure when we will going back to school, and the environment at house at our home is different when we are at the school. When you are doing your work like the paperwork, surat rasmi, your family member may disturb you. So and also you are going to sit for IGCSE this year. So how do you want to manage your time, and how do you want it to not um, get your grades look bad? Look bad. Okay. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
As I said, I really can manage my time and I have my room so I can really focus on studying. Mm, yes, that's it. Yeah, hello. I'm sorry, I have internet problem.
Clarita, I have a question for you. Okay,
Yes, go on.
let's start. So this is my question. You said that you are able to work under pressure, but did you say this just because, well, just because to promote yourself, or are you do you have an experience working under pressure?
Thank you for the question. No, I'm not saying this just to promote myself, but I really mean it. I can work under pressure, and talk about experience. As you know, I was a LDP member, and yes, I can ensure you that I really can work under pressure.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, welcome. You're welcome.
Is Natalia Jersey not here? Can we give Natalia a few seconds? She said she had a line problem and she was disconnected from the call. Sorry, Felicia, but we have to skip to the president since one of the deputy president candidate is not here. Sorry. So now let's move on to the president candidates. Fernanda, Anik Adnan, and Amir Hussein. Please turn on your camera and get ready for the questions. Fernanda, have you switched on your camera?
I had a really bad line connection here, so I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, so now let's start with the presidential debate. Anyone has a question for them? Please raise your hand, switch on your camera, and ask them.
Hello there. Hello.
Hello, Shidan. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So for the question, how will you ensure that the student will listen to you and cooperate with you? So any program that you're planning will go smoothly. Discuss among yourself. Do I need to repeat?
Can you repeat the question?
Okay. How will you ensure the student will listen to you and cooperate with you so any program that you're planning will go smoothly?
So can I go first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for the question. Okay. What is my strategy? So basically, what is my strategy? So, I'm going to talk about myself. Okay. I am a assertive protagonist, which means that I am sorry for that because I'm here in my village. Okay. Okay. Um. So yeah, I am a genuine person, caring people who talk the talk, walk the walk. So means that I'm the kind of person that work together. So that is my ways to ensure them to work with me, and I also will work with them. So I think that's it.
Can I go next?
Sure.
Okay, my strategy is to, well, I think my strategy is, I think, by building chemistry with all the students through an active conversation among each other. That way, people can put your trust towards them, and they will slowly follow your orders. Uh, for example, like you will always talk to them, go towards them and talk, start a friendly conversation, and with that, the chemistry between them will get stronger, and slowly they will start to like you, and they will follow your orders, just like that, simple.
Okay, so it's my turn then. You done, Anik? Um, so my strategy would mostly be, um, as running for president of BWP. Of course, BWP is not a one-person team. It's not a one-man job. So it has to be work as a team. So to make the students follow and listen to you, you would have to make your team first listen to you. From making your team bond better, it can help lead all the students in the school to listen to everyone and not just you, because as you know, sometimes the president might not be available, and other like the deputy president or vice president too, or president AP will have to take in. So you cannot just, so you will have to make the bond with your BWPs first, so that the whole team and you can have a strong bond with the students, a with the students and with a strong bond with the when the students have a strong bond with all the BWPs, all the BWPs would be able to look at to be the to the we'll see you at the center point. It's not egoist. Um, I lost my train of thought. Okay. So when you have a strong bond with your team, the team can make a stronger bond with all the students of MRSM Kuching, which in turn will make a strong, which in turn will have a strong bond. Is that? That's just. Um. I'll just go with that. Thank you.
Okay, since you guys have a really similar answers to the question, can we have another question from the Wakil homerooms? Okay, so since okay, go on.
So, may I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
So, my question is, what does activities that you want to do and why? That's all.
I would like to go first to answer the question.
Sure.
Okay, what does activities that I would like to do if I was the president? So the first activities or slash program I would like to do is I would like to continue the movie night. Okay, the second one I would like to do a carnival. We can just call it a fun fair. So from this program, all students can release their stress. So if we can make it to the school, means that we still have to do the online class or whatsoever. I would love to do the let's meet up. So basically, let's meet up is a video call with other students from other MRSM. So from this, we can improve the our talking skills. What I mean, so we can make new friends. So I think there's a lot more activities that I would like to do. So I can just make a promise that I couldn't do it. So I think that's all from me.
Thank you, Fernanda. Next candidate, please.
Amir, would you like to go first?
Would you like to go first, Andy?
Okay, I'll go then. The activities that I would like to do is actually there's a lot of activities that I can do because the activities that the BWP will handle is depend on the bureaus. For example, we can make an activity like a fun run, but of course that can't be made. We can make an activity for increase the academics. For example, making a quiz or making a test quiz, any fun activities that will pull the interest of the students to join. With that, I can, as a president, um, I I will collab with the other bureaus such as the Bureau Academic to handle the quiz activity, maybe the Bureau Sukan to handle some sports activities, esports. There is a lot of activity, and just to say the future is unseeable, and that can be, and I can make great stuff. I can handle great stuff, and I have a lot of ideas in mind. So that's all for me, I think. Ame?
Sorry to interrupt you, Anik, but
Huh?
I just remembered a question of from a Wakil homeroom just now. He, yes. Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, you can proceed with the homeroom question first, then I'll go after that.
Oh, okay. So, Anik, this student asked, since you promised that you are able to handle great activities and such, he did ask this question. So, this is the question: if you are unable to do the activities that you promised in your manifesto, will you willingly to step down from the president position?
No, no, because I'm the type of person to get anything done. What I promise, I will achieve it. But if I don't achieve it, well, that's just might be a mistake from me, well, which I can improve. But I will try my best to get anything achieved, done. I will do anything to make the students happy, actually. So to answer your question, no, I will not back down.
Okay, thank you.
Uh,
Okay. Assalamualaikum and good evening. Since the three of you are the candidates for the president of BWP, I have a question for three of you. You can answer in order. As the president of BWP, you are bound to the advice and the instruction of the BWP teachers, but also you are the representative of the students. What will you do if you are stuck in a decision between what the teacher want and what the student want? That's it.
Anik, would you like to go first?
Ladies first.
Well, okay, that is a very gentleman of you. So, what would I do? Okay, I am the like I said at my first point just now, I am the person who talk the talk and walk the walk. So means that I I work together with the students. So first I will do the discussion between all the students. The next I will um, make a conclusion, basically make a conclusion and mail it to the teacher. So means that it have a consequence. So the first step I will do for the students and I will discuss with them, then I will bring to the teachers. So that's it.
Amir Hussein, what do you think?
um, it's uh, it's a wait, um, mm, do you want me to answer Cikgu Joe's question or see or look at
I'd prefer if
after's?
you could answer Teacher Joe's question and as well give your opinion on Fernanda's solution. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so if had if I had to do a decision between the teachers and the students, the the first thing that I would do would be to consult the team of BWPs. As I said earlier, BWP is not a one man job. It's a job of a group. So you will have to consult your other BWPs, the other bureaus, and then from there you can discuss on a resolution to see what will work best and what should be done in order to do the thing. And the final words will still has to be the me as the president BOP. The final words will still be mine, but seeking advice from the rest is most important to make the final decision or whether to choose the teachers or the students. So it cannot be a one person's thought. And for Fernanda's, yes, it's a good to ask the students. Yes. Uh, okay, that's all from me.
Okay, Anik, what's your answer to Cikgu Joe's question and your opinion on their answers? Do you agree with them?
Well, for me, yes, of course, I agree, but other people have different opinions. But for me, if I'm stuck with the what teachers want and what students want, well, of course, we students can fight what the teachers say, but we as the president of BWP, I will try to get all of the students' opinion and suggestion, and I will, as Ame said, that's why I think I agree with Ame, because BWP is not a one-man team, it's a group. So with all the suggestion and the opinion of the all of the students, and as the BWP team, we should like um we should like gather and gather and talk about the opinion and the suggestion of the students, and we will try to think of a better solution that will maybe match with the teachers, what the teachers want, and maybe, and with that, maybe the teachers will accept what the final decision is, because it is what students want and it has what the teachers want as well. So my answer is to find the best decision before making the final decision.
But to president's candidates, what do you think is the best might not what the teachers think as the best. So what you have decided, doesn't mean the teachers are going to accept your decision. And I can see that you guys are having similar opinions. So can I give you guys a question? The same question to three of you?
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so the question is, give me a sec. Okay, so as you know, in MRSM Kuching, we never have a girl as a president, and Fernanda is the only girl, is the first girl to ask for this position. Um, so I want to ask Amir Hussein and Anik, do you don't you guys think that the boys will not listen to Fernanda's instruction, and to Fernanda, since this question is a big disadvantage to you, I would like you to manifest yourself why we have to choose you as the first girl president. And Fernanda, you are allowed to interrupt their opinion if you disagree with them, since it is about you.
Okay, Ame, I go first. Okay. Not to put hate on the girls, not to hate women, but as a boy, I know what the boys think. I know what the boys think, and the boys, what will they talk about, and as a and if the president was a girl, was a woman, I think the boys will not actually listen to a girl president, because they will look down on the girl president, because it is a girl. Not to put hate on a girl though, but it's just like that, because I know and I'm familiar with the what with how the boys at in my SM will think. I know that. So sorry, Fernanda, if I said anything bad, but That's my
The
opinion.
majority of the students in MRSM Kuching are women, are girls. So what?
But don't you guys think that boys are the most who likely will have problems in discipline? Fernanda, what's your
Very
opinion?
rooted in misogyny. Sorry.
Okay, in my opinion, if women can run the world, why wouldn't I be? If women can run the whole world, the population is big than MRSM coaching student, so why wouldn't I be? So if okay, like Anik said, if the male student didn't want to follow my instruction, well, we have other strategy. That's why we are a leader, because we need to be better in the future. We need to be better than the past. So that is what I set in my mind to be a great leader. So, okay, as I said just now, my personality is assertive protagonist, which means I am a genuine, caring, and like to take in charge in everything. So from there, I've also have a lot of experience in many positions, such as I'm LDP in Form 1 and Form 2. I also have been president for my homeroom, secretary for my homeroom, vice president for music club. Last but not least, I am the commander for upper form for cadet police, so police cadet. So from there, I can prove it. So I can prove it that I can work well in no in other environment or in other ages of some sort of thing like that. So from there, I can prove that teachers have put trust on me in that position. So I think that's it.
How about Ame? What do you think, Ame?
Yes, I agree with Anik's point, because although most of the ratio of the school is mostly female, but the boys are more, they are, although they are less than the ratio of the girls, but they are the most, how to say,
More suitable to be a leader. Nah, right? Because
Oh my God.
lastly, in a family, the boys will be the husband, and the husband will give money towards the family.
Excuse me.
So why not?
so as I said, I was not talking about the male about being more suitable. I was talking about, because although the ratio is less, even though yes, the girls would listen to the female president, but the males would least likely listen. And although Fernanda said yes, she is a person who has assertive what, Fernanda? Uh, but I do know
Protagonist.
assertive, forget protagonist, which basically means a person who is confident and not easily frightened. So she is daring to fight with the boys as being a leader. So which is good in my opinion. But the boys are also the type of people who would mostly fight back because it's a female. So not trying to be but yes, it's very hard for it to be. And normally, yes, the male is the more dominant. So I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings. Thank you. That's all from me.
Okay, so here's a question for Anik and Amir Hussein. Since you guys agreed with each other about boys won't listen to a female BWP president, something like that. Then will the boys and the whole student in our school listen to you guys, to both of you. Are you sure of that? And are you way better than Fernanda in leading students?
Sorry, could you repeat the last part, Asmina, please?
How are you way better than Fernanda in leading the students? Since both of you agreed with the boy student will not listen to a female BWP president. You get my question?
No, sorry. Can you repeat, Azmina?
Okay. Like this. Since both of you agreed that the boy student will not listen to a female president BWP, but both of you are boys, kan? So are you sure that the boy student will listen to you, even though you are a boy? Like gender doesn't mean anything in leadership.
Yes. Amir?
Would you like to go first, Anik?
Yes, I'm confident that most of the boys in our school is more likely to listen to a boy president.
And is the boy president is you that they will listen to? And
Yes.
why? Why?
Yes, because I have a strong connection to the boys, and not only to the boys actually. So most of the students of MRSM Kuching, and the boys in MRSM Kuching, most of the boys in MRSM Kuching I'm really close to, and also the girls also. So I'm confident that they will listen to my orders. Yes.
Fernanda, can I have your opinion on what Anik said about himself?
Yes. So in situation you going to leader is not about how you bond with other people, what is your relationship with other people. It's like what it's mean by leader is your skill. So I think your what you mean by bond with other people, like you have a good relationship with people, doesn't make the strong because the strong why do you have to be the president. Yeah, I think.
Amer, what do you think?
Could I ask Afe to repeat what she said? Sorry, Afe. Please.
What I said is bond between you with other people, the relationship between you, it doesn't matter if you want to be a great leader. So that basically what I said. Yeah. It is skill. What is the important thing? How you going to talk? What is your strategy? Yeah.
I disagree the part where you said the relationship where you have people, because if your relationship is with other people is not good, then yes, why would they listen to you? And yes, I agree with the part where you said sorry, and I agree with the part where you said the leaders that a leadership is a skill for people to listen to you, but any skill is useless without anything to back it up, which is in this case would be the relationship with the students, which is important also to have the leadership skill to lead. And
Sorry, I want to make a correction. I didn't say that the bond is not important, but it is least important. Means that the first important thing is skill. The second one is the bond. So what Anik said is in what I heard from Anik, he said that he has the good bond. He has the good relationship with other people in MRSM coaching. So yeah.
Okay, so if it's in that case, Anik said he has a good bond. And also you need a leadership skill with good bond. Even if you have a good bond and you don't have a leadership skill, it's useless. Is that what you're saying? And what you're saying you have, and are you saying that you have a better leadership skill than Anik?
No,
I'm not. Sorry, mistaken. Uh, uh, are you saying that uh, a leadership bond is more important? Yeah, a leadership bond. Oh wait, sorry. Okay. Okay. In that case, yes, a leadership bond. Wait, bond with the
Amir,
students. Yes.
sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry, I didn't say this before, but I do also have some leadership skills. I have handled many crowds before and handle the students of MRSM, so I know how it feels like and how to lead people. And sorry, I didn't state that, so please don't get it confused.
Okay. Excuse me. May I? Oh, Eliana. Sorry. Eliana.
So I have a question for Anik and Ame. So my question is, why do you think being a guy gives you the upper hand in leading someone? That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Anik, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
Amen.
Okay. So, you said why a guy is more. You said the reason why guys are more likely is better leader, is it, Yana?
No. Wait.
Huh?
My question is, why do you think being a guy gives you the upper hand in leading someone?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. In this case, it's because, yeah, what I said earlier, although the ratio of the female and male of MRSM coaching is like 2 or 3 to 1, but because of being a female, the guys basically monkey brain. Not meaning to say anything. The monkey brain is more likely to look down on a female leader compared to a male leader who is basically, yes, the monkey brain of the humans, of the male would think.
Okay, sorry to interrupt, but this question has been asked before, only in a different form. So please cut it short if you want to answer this question, candidates.
I finished my statement already.
Actually, may I ask? Or
Sure.
Okay. So before Fernanda already proved herself that she already have experienced leadership skill, right? So I want to hear from both of you, Anik and Ame. Have you ever become a leader or experienced leadership skill that change the environment, that change something into better?
Ame, do you want to go first?
You can go ahead.
Okay. Well, throughout my years in MRSM coaching, I have been a leader, not a leader, but I have been handling many crowds and people that are very hard to control actually. So, for example, like I have been the commander for the cadet police, which is a very disciplined cadet police and very hard to control. So with that, with all of my experience, I've learned that it is very hard actually to make students very disciplined. And I know that being a leader is not hard, but with my with all of my experience throughout my years, I can lead people.
Okay, Anik, how about Ame?
Um, I have had some leadership part in being a leader, but yes, it's true that I don't have as much experience as Afia. She has plenty of other leadership styles, and I was once the president of my homeroom, but that was a long time ago, so it doesn't really count in this case. And yes, I have lead a team. I was, I am a sergeant in Cadet Bomba, which yes, I have to lead a team in order to get the sergeant, which is and yes, it is hard to lead a team. I agree with Anik, and um, it's not easy. But if you have a good relationship with your team and you have a good leadership skill, which is the two most important things, and also if you can gain the trust of the people to have the ability that you need to have gain the trust of the people around you to make sure you have one solid team, which in turn can be a big help in being a leader. Um,
Okay, thank you.
So that concludes the presidential debate session. Now let's move on to the last position, Deputy President. To the candidates, Natalia, Jersey, and Felicia, please switch on your camera and get ready for the questions.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Hello? Hello? Am I audible?
Oh,
Hello?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So we'll
Yes.
start off with the first question. First question is, so both of you mentioned the same thing in your manifesto videos and during the interview about having experiences and you guys are responsible, etc., etc. So my question is, what's your weakness?
Nat, would you like to go first?
So you're asking for my own weakness,
Yes.
is it? Okay. I think that my own weakness is that sometimes I am quite timid and shy, but it's only sometimes. Even though I'm timid and shy, but I'm still confident. That's all.
Okay, Felicia, what about you?
For my weakness, I don't really know about my weakness actually. I think I'm someone who's like when I'm doing something like seriously, um, I don't know what my weakness is. Wait, let me think. I think I don't really have weakness.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Just come up with anything.
Um, I mean, maybe like I can't really focus to something. Like when I'm focusing, I am focusing, but then when yeah, I can't really focus something.
So you mean that you can easily be distracted like that?
Kind of, but not too distracted. Yeah.
Okay. So Felicia, what's your opinion on Natalia's weakness? Is it going to affect her during if she were to be elected as the deputy president?
I'm sorry, Natalia. What's your weakness again?
Sometimes I'm quite shy. Did you get that?
So oh yeah. Actually, this does give like some impact to deputy president because like when you're shy, you can't really communicate with people easily. Like, yeah, I know you can communicate with people, but then if you're shy, people will think like, what is she doing? Like, why is she like that? That's all.
Is that all? Okay, so Natalia, what do you think about Felicia's weakness? Is it going to impact her during if she were to be elected as the next deputy president?
Yes, I personally think yes, it does impact because as the deputy president, of course, you have a lot of responsibilities, but to juggle up everything like schoolwork and personal work, so distractions will impact. Yeah, will be a very big impact if she's a deputy president. Does that answer the question?
Okay, so Natalia, Felicia pointed out your flaws. If you were to be elected as the next deputy president, are you just going to let it go and not backing up anything?
Of course not. Although I'm shy, as I previously said, I'm shy, but I am still confident. I have my own way of doing things, of leading. So it doesn't mean that a person is shy. She's not afraid to speak up about anything or do something.
Okay, Felicia. So Natalia also pointed out your flaw, and both of your flaws, Natalia's and Felicia's flaw, will actually will have a huge impact if one of you were to be elected as a deputy president. So Felicia, please back up yourself.
Okay, so for distracting, actually, it's not like a very big deal for me because I actually can focus like all the time, like right for real. I can focus, and I'm not actually distracted by something unless if it's something like could affect my work. So like even if I'm distracted, actually I still could do my work, but then it's just like not that not too much of when I'm not distracted. But As for me, when I'm distracted, I could do like 8/10 of my work.
Okay, so now, in my opinion, you guys did say really similar things about yourself, and even though your weaknesses are different, but it is still going back and forth. Which you guys said this is your weakness, but it is not. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. My next question is: along my journey as a deputy president, I actually received tons of criticisms, even what I did was right. And so, if one of you were to be elected as the deputy president, what would you do? Getting tons of criticism is actually not easy, and it kind of impacts yourself.
Can I? Okay. I'll go first. So as for criticism, that's actually quite normal. Actually, I've been through that before. When I was in my BWP years, I've been criticized like a lot, a lot. But then I still managed to do my work properly, and I still can like do something straightly and kemasly that and then well, criticism is actually kind of it gives you like life impacts because you know what your weaknesses are, and then you are um, about to what repair yourself like that. So for me, criticism is not that big deal because I've been through that before. So yeah.
Okay. One more question for you, Felicia.
Yes.
Natalia, after this, you
I'm sorry.
answer the previous question. Okay, so my question for you, Felicia, is: do you think that people will vote you not because of you yourself, not because of your leadership skills, but because of your history as a previous BWP? And Natalia, I would like
Yeah.
to have your opinion on this as well.
Okay. So I am like confident about that because I've been about my past history. Because by that, okay, let's say if someone was about to vote me because they know my past history, it's because they've seen my potential in leading, right? So like yeah, this does give kind of give big impacts. And then for my personality, yeah, maybe like only a few people know, like amongst my batch, and then the people who knows me well, they really know my personality. So like yeah, I think they'll vote for me for my past history because they've seen my potential. Yeah.
Okay, Natalia, you can proceed. You may proceed.
Okay. So for the previous question about criticism, I think criticism, yes, it does give a big impact on your own mental health, on my own mental health also. And criticism is actually very important. And it helps me learn from my mistakes. But even though what I did was right, then maybe there must be something wrong in what I did to make them criticize me. So that's it for that question. And for the question about Felicia's past, I do agree that it does affect, it does have a big impact on whether people will vote for her. But I also think that just because I don't I also do have a past of being a leader. Like, for example, I am the president homeroom. I am penolong ketua BES since Form 1. So doesn't that show how trustworthy I am in leading? Does that answer the question?
Yes,
Hello?
Natalia.
Okay.
Yeah, it answered my question. Is there any question from the students or from teacher Abang Jo?
No, I don't have question.
Okay. Najwan?
Okay, thank you.
So we can go now.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Bye
Okay,
bye.
thank you.
Bye. Good night. Good
Assalamualaikum.
night. That your